Howdy, y'all. Welcome or welcome back to Pluto Fairy Tarot. I'm Jay, and I'm getting a really strong pull to read with no specific download, so just gonna open up, tap in, see what comes through. This will be timeless in general as always, so take what resonates when and how it resonates, and leave what doesn't. Didn't think I was gonna make it through the intro. As soon as I pressed record, honestly, a little bit before, I was feeling, am feeling still, massive attack, massive attack against. Is that a band? If that is, that could be. Yeah, didn't they do the theme song for House MD or like the opening song? So that show could be confirmation. That group could be confirmation. A song of theirs, whatever. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But anyways, massive amount of attack against my throat, my communication energy. So, oh my gosh, I'm seeing like a huge army. People are angry and they don't want you to know something. I'm going to take the top card off this deck. Pivot. Just don't even fight. I'm seeing like you're coming up over the horizon and you see this big, this big army and you're like, "Oh, am I going to have to fight through this?" And Spirit's like, "Just go around." Just go around. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot even just a little bit? 139 on the timer could be significant. Yeah, 142 and 143 as well, Spirit just said. So, yeah, there's a need to adjust your approach and not try and. I just heard. I just heard this could be especially difficult if you're an Aries because you just want to ram through things head first. It's a beautiful energy in many other times and places, but this is the time where you don't want to do that. This is a time where you do not want to be taking this head on. Where the proper approach is to not engage. It's to not fight. It's to not feed them because you would be feeding them if you tried to engage with them in that way. Okay, I was trying to just grab one card, but we got two. How are we doing this? This way or this way? This one, this way, this one, this way. Eight. Ace of Wands reversed. Five of Cups upright. Your non-engagement is going to leave them crying over spilled milk because they're wasting so much time and energy that's just going to fizzle out into nothing when you don't take the expected course. This isn't talking about you. I mean, the Ace of Wands reversed a little bit is you not taking action. So insofar as that, yeah. But this isn't saying something's not going to work out for you and then you're going to be crying over spilled milk. No. Don't engage. And they are gonna. I'm seeing Wile E. Coyote, right? They are going to blow themselves up. They are going to destroy themselves. And that's another reason you don't want to get involved because you don't want to get caught in I don't even want to say. I was going to say crossfire, but it's not even crossfire because you're not firing back. They're just doing it to themselves. You don't want to get caught in the blast radius, right? I'm seeing Wile E. Coyote blowing himself up trying to shoot a missile, right? Like they're trying so hard. I'm hearing that freaking Linkin Park song. Tried so hard, then got so far. Yeah, they got so freaking far. But in the end, it didn't even matter. The world. That's another thing is Spirit. Spirit was just like, go ahead, set yourself up. I'm not going to stop you with the world card. Oh. You might be thinking like, well, why didn't you stop them in the first place? Why'd you even let them get this far? It's like I wanted to see how deep of a hole they dig for themselves. And they dug a really deep hole for themselves. So let them fall in it. Let them wallow in their misery, and just don't engage. My whole head's ringing, not just my ears, for confirmation. Let them deal with the consequences of their own actions. And I'm really being called to the eagle up here, so it's this like rising above. You know, and people will say that like rising above, being the bigger person. There's a lot of baggage attached to that kind of terminology. But in this case, it's not about any of that. It's just physically rising, like literally physically flying over it, just not dealing with it, not engaging with it, not going through it. It's not a necessary life experience. It's not a valuable lesson. It's just fuckery and bullshit. It's nothing more. They are just trying to drag you down. How does that expression go? Like you can't win an argument against a stupid person because they'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. Like even if they understand, like some of them just don't understand. Like they're arguing with you because they truly think you're wrong. They can't understand, and those who do understand, they're being intentionally, they're intentionally misunderstanding you. They're 615 could be significant. They're just trying to rile you up. They're just trying to distract you. They're just trying to harvest your energy. That's it, nothing more. So don't go down to their level because you don't engage in their fucked up underhanded tactics. So if you had like some kind of prank war, I just heard, you're not going to win it, not because you're not good or something, but because that's all they do is fuck around, and not in a good way, not in a fun way. They know how to do that. They know how to work in that department. My insides are making weird noises. You might be able to hear. Um, so there's also something about this internal realignment I just heard. Recategorization. Like you're no longer going to be. They're angry because you can no longer be described with the terms that you once were, right? Like you're no longer engaging in those patterns, you're no longer engaging in those behaviors, no longer, excuse me, due to birth confirmation, you're no longer ruminating on those thoughts. You locked in, or you're about to, and you made or you're making changes. Probably you made some and you're making even more. So that they can't, be like, oh, you can't call me on it because then you'd be a hypocrite because you're doing it too. It's like now if you said something, it'd just be like, no, you're the only one doing it, not me. Right? And that pisses them off. Because if everyone's doing it, it doesn't matter that no one should be. They could be like, well, everyone else is doing it, so it's fine. But when you're not doing it at all, when you're not engaging in those behaviors anymore, they're beating themselves up. You don't even have to say anything because they already know they shouldn't be doing it. And also with that eagle, this is which sign is this? Because that's Taurus, that's Leo. Is this Scorpio and Aquarius, right? I'm gonna go with that one's Aquarius because it's a bird, and Aquarius is air sign. Interestingly enough, Aqua, Aquarius, water bearer is an air sign. Um, yeah, carrying the water, not letting your emotion overflow and spill, not watering their garden. If you engage, it's like I see your sweat fall and they're collecting it and they're using it to supercharge their workings. Give them nothing. Two of Wands. Be very deliberate about the choices you make because your actions have far reaching effects. Everyone's does at the end of the day, but the more you develop yourself, the more work you put in, the greater the amplitude. I'm hearing that word very specifically, amplitude of your working. And it gets to the point where you're having massive effects. Mass Effect. Is that a video game series? If it is, that could be confirmation. Also, mass is in like the mass of an object, right? And mass is where the gravity comes from, isn't it? Whether or not that's specifically how it works, I'm hearing the gravity, right? your decisions have gravity to them. So if you're down fighting in the mud with these people, it's just feeding those patterns. If they want to stay there, that's up to them. But if you choose to go over, to not engage with that, to just get where you're going, to simply make those changes, that's going to clear a path for other people as well. And that's the reading, apparently. So I hope the reading resonated and was helpful for you. If it did resonate and was helpful, you can let me know by liking the video, commenting if you want to, and subscribing to the channel if you'd like to see more readings from me in the future. All right. Good luck and goodbye.